Всем привет, с вами Килл, и мы продолжаем прохождение Хогвартс. Наследие. Что у нас тут? О,
What am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on
Lumos.
something illuminating. that
Ох,
points-
That
нифига.
spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Погодите, а я похоже где-то видел уже такой ракурс.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
А, во.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Странно, почему у меня сразу туда отобразил идти. И что дальше?
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Странно. У меня ведь на каком уровне? На сложном уровне, да, стоял? Так. Трассировка вообще выключена нафиг. Ха, странно. Ладно. Вот. Уровень сложности. Тяжело.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack
Ну,
for solving
конечно.
riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Lumos. Revelio.
Так, что у нас там? Нам надо идти. Занятие по заклинанию.
Revelio.
Вот, что-то бдзынкнуло. Что бдзынкнуло, хрен пойми.
Answer me this! Today, I received a letter thanking me for a conversation I never had, and a
Какой-то звук слышал.
Revelio.
Ага. Так, портрет сэра Эдогона. Вот здесь слышите, бзынканье больше не слышно. Значит, по сути, ничего такого поблизости нет. Подгрузки какие, а?
Revelio.
Вот опять бдзынь. А где бдзынь, мы не знаем толком. О, еще одно зеркало.
Lumos.
Ага. Сто пудов это где-нибудь внизу. Наверное. Сейчас посмотрим.
Apparently, Marinween was having a bit of a poacher problem.
Нет.
I wonder if that's
Неужто еще ниже? Дебил, что ли, блин? Ну, клоун есть клоун. Нет. Неужто наверху где-то?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Да не может быть то, что она выше находится. Гобелен такой странный. Погоди. Значит, где-то такие гобелены. А, вот она. Все, попалась ты. Пошли-кась. На свое законное место.
Revelio.
О, кись. Ох, сколько их тут. Какая кися. Иди сюда, я тоже тебя поглажу.
Revelio.
Слышу звон, не знаю, где он. Мгм. Ух ты! Отсылочка, да, у нас на Гарри Поттера и тайную комнату, да? Прикольно. Не забыли
Revelio.
такую маленькую отсылку сделать.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Ага. А что, тебя нельзя открывать, что ли? Блин.
Revelio. Revelio.
Так, профессор Фиг. Так, не... Я слышу очень четкий звон.
Revelio. Revelio.
To go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Ага, мне
Some
считать,
of us
туда
don't
надо идти.
necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
I've always said
And
that
then the
trouble-
werewolves joined the goblins in the
Goblins,
uprising.
werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end
Ага.
of it, the Minister for Magic was
Это
Albert
что за
Boot.
загадка
No, it
такая?
wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
Three.
lies.
Telling lies,
Пять.
Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the minister a boot or the minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't
Единорог
be
и
Peter
4.
Slack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Угу. Дается только пару видов, да? Двенадцать. Ну давайте посчитаем, сколько у него тут. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. 4, 9. Нет, не получается. Раз, два, три, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ну давайте вот это чудо-юдо в перьях. Как говорится, с помощью Да ну. Да ну. Я просто на шару угадал.
Revelio.
Я просто на шару угадал.
While I remember,
Ох, кися.
Obviously, that's when everything changed.
Что-то там у меня там что-то напало. Коллекция. Хм. Вихревая темность. Так, серия. Ну такие, короче, маленькие такие приколюхи. Угу. Инвентарь. А, я не могу, да? Ясно, ладно. А, тут нападение. Вот, как тут еще и защита, здоровье и нападение. Здесь у нас еще и кастом идет, да? Ясно, ясно.
In history and say that's when everything changed.
What are you up to now?
Учтем. Ну ладно, пошли.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of
Это
Часть.
чё за
Now,
кабу?
this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now everyone please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Я только пришел.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Опа, и мы выучили.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
И куда ты нас поведешь, Абу? Нифига у меня подвис он. О, как долго-то. Я уже разучился так долго ждать загрузки-то.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Нифига себе.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio, think of this like gobs. That's it!
А, во как, да, получается?
Excellent control there. Very good.
Ну, прикольно.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio.
Полтинники.
Splendid!
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Stay focused.
Watch this.
Ну я все, я уже проиграл. Мне уже ничего не поможет.
Accio.
Brilliant.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Да ну.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. There we go.
Так.
Accio.
excellent control there.
Нифига я на тысячке остановил.
That is how it's done. Well done. Be sharp.
Accio.
Very good. Very good, both of you. Well done.
Да, теперь опять туда получится, да, будем грузиться обратно.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Revelio.
You can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Professor Ronan, well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Уже страшно. Эх, блин, туда зайти нельзя.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Accio.
Опа.
It's not the written exam you want.
Ну чё, пошли тогда. Угу.
Just need to avoid the venomous tentacle.
Revelio.
Ну, классическая музыка играет.
Revelio.
А это у нас что? Свободов он открывается потом.
Revelio.
Yes, but what good is off on another adventure, are we?
Ладно, сейчас сюда зайдем. Какие-то звуки подозрительные.
Revelio.
Опять прыгающий ящик. Опа.
Lumos.
М-м.
Since when should it matter what anyone looks like?
Ну, это намного легче было.
Revelio.
Что-нибудь есть тут?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Закрыто.
When my grandfather went to this school, Dillis Derwent was the head.
Revelio.
На этажах выше, походу.
Bit of snot on your nose. Want to know?
Revelio.
Да. Ну чё, пошли сюда. Внутрь.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ух ты.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast.
И...
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the base, very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Leviosa!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Good form.
I know. You're good.
How perceptive. This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
А мы лыбу даем, как дебил.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
Ага, вот там что-то есть. Так, испытание. Так, завершен задание. Так, ага. Так, где получил? А. Этот внешний вид только меняет. Можно, да? О как. Немного разочарован.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Ага, южное крыло. Так, а башня у нас где? Угу. Тоже не то. Ну, пошлите искать этого.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
Блин, тут запутаешься. Ну чё так долго-то? Как красиво-то.
Revelio.
Никакой активности. Тут у нас что? Поймал.
Revelio.
Туалет с привидениями. Хочу туда попасть. Тортик. Да ну.
Oh dear, not sure what kind of look you call that.
Revelio. Revelio.
Музыкальный.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Levioso. Revelio.
Угу. Так, инвентарь. А почему я их надеть могу? Да, у меня еще и уровень надо поднимать, да? Тут. Во, все это надеть. Класс.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Давай, давай.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Какие жестокие.
Levioso.
Ringo.
Levioso. There goes my wager. Levioso. You're better than that. Accio.
Mind the one.
Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Отмудохали.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Ага, туда нельзя, да? Замок пипец, блин, большой. И запутанный. На лучше бы пошел пешком.
Black is without a doubt the worst headmaster in the history of Hogwarts. He's not behind me, is he?
Professor Black glanced at me the other day in the Great Hall. I spit out my breakfast. Not sure he did the right thing.
Давай, стартанули.
If you step in the wrong place and become engulfed in a stench, well, albeit on your own head, it is not
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421. What lovely stone. Oh, that's class, that is.
Да тут все разговаривает, походу.
Revelio.
Вон там в виде виверны. Так, там что-то интересное было. Ага. А, здесь закрытый он.
Revelio.
А как я мимо него прошел, не пойму.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Tried what I thought was
Revelio.
Ничего. Здесь закрыто.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Угу.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Угу. Так, для этого профессор ваших
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Mm-hmm.
Revelio.
Сливочное пиво. Так. Блин, замок.
Revelio.
Частичная трансформация. Отсылка к этот Гарри Поттер как раз, где там Рон палочку свою сломал.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
Угу.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Угу.
Accio. Got it.
У него там шубуши, да, листья? Подождите, заберите прячущую страницу в башне. О, а ты, смотрю, дед вообще, блин, шутник.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Accio. Brilliant.
Не получилось.
I trust the preliminary tasks were...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Успел. Так.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice
Reparo.
building something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized...
Revelio.
Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Основной. Ну, значит, мне туда надо сейчас. Угу. Да, мне вот палочка связана, походу. А, погодите, пятый. Ну да, так и есть. Есть по уровням. Все-таки. Да ну. Вы прикалываетесь? Я что, мормок, что ли? Вы что, прикалываетесь на ровном месте? Я еще умереть не могу. У меня Выхода нету. Не знаю, блин. В надежде, чтобы я сейчас каким-нибудь... А как мне помереть тогда? Нет. Тоже никак. Да, под конец серии у меня должно было вот этот глюк выйти. Ну, я перезапустил. Ну, вроде сейчас все нормально. Теперь. Но вот то, что подгрузки идут. Какие-то странные. Это у нас что? Опа, а это у нас спуск. Библиотека.
Revelio.
Закрыто, запретное, да? Как раз. Ладно. А это у нас профессор Блэк. Так, может быть, стоит наложить запрет на применение чаров в библиотеке. Он пробираюсь в открытую секцию. Ага. Тут уже, да? Ясно, ясно, все ясно.
Revelio.
Опа. Еще одна миссия
I
побочная.
really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Ну, давайте поможем.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Где-то я еще одну книгу видел. Пролетала мимо. А вот она.
Accio!
Ах ты зараза. Угу. Осталось еще 2 книги.
Off on another adventure.
Revelio.
О, как эти винтовые лестницы я ненавижу. Ага, вот он. А ну стоять.
Accio. Revelio.
This is my first year.
Но это, походу, его книги летает.
Revelio.
Вот зараза. Блин, а где 5-й-то книга?
Revelio.
Опа, вижу.
Accio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Там был хороший, как Гарс. Он просто не... Правда. Ясно. А там еще есть. Так, или не здесь? А вот он.
Lumos.
Ну я знаю, где это. О, эти винтовые лестницы.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
I wish they'd allow us
О,
from home. crop called mange.
Ой. Да, нифига себе. Двадцать пять, а там следующее 50. Так, перейдем пойдем. Темно-серого цвета. Шестерный ствол. А еще плюс 5. Намного лучше. А, точно. Нам задание надо.
Revelio.
Опа.
Revelio.
Слышу звон, не знаю, где он.
Accio. Revelio.
I need to stop by the owlery.
Один фиг, слышу звон, не знаю, где он. А, во.
Evanesco.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
Well, fancy meeting me then.
Так, побегаем, посмотрим.
Revelio.
Ага.
Lumos.
I'd like to retire to Hogsmeade one day.
Или вы.
Open a pub.
А там навряд ли на улицу. А если ниже спуститься?
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Ну тут закрытая территория, тут делать нечего. Совсем нечего. Так, значит, мне надо
Revelio.
подняться выше. А что, как комната, что ли?
Revelio.
Блин, второй уровень.
Revelio. Reparo. Accio.
Опа. Неужто я открыл вот этот сундук? Круто.
Revelio.
Пор лягушек.
Revelio.
Quite the aroma.
Сплющенные доспехи. Жестко.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. Most pleased to be
Так, снаряжение. Только с 8 уровня. Это 6-го, блин, но оно понижает. О. Повышает. Ага. Тоже повышает, но никак, да? Двадцать 150. Да. Я вот здесь бегаешь, не набегаешься. Ой, да ну нафиг, я лучше в этом останусь.
Revelio. Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavor to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Стопудово там маленький такой этот пятачок будет. Чтобы перемещаться с точки А в точку Б.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way. Revelio.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you.
Пипец красота.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Это чё это? Горы. Прикольно.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself.
Wow.
Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already made.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Нифига туда тащиться.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class? Accio.
One day.
Levioso. Reparo.
You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Revelio.
А там сундук. А вообще по карте там вообще чё как? Ни хера себе! Вы прикалываетесь? Да, да, вы... Вообще вы прикалываетесь, да? У меня челюсть отваливается. Как говорится, не знаю зачем, но я собрал.
Hogwarts has brought me and my siblings closer together.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim, though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Wouldn't be surprised if Professor Binns bought himself.
Здесь сокращенный путь даже. А это что? Коллекционный там пушистик какой-то.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi-guys.
Да, он
Ugly
в
and
стельку.
airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Нифига здесь как.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Ага. Да, он не маленький, оказывается, еще. Особых товаров снабжен лошадиной. Так, ну лучше. Так, посетить лавку Ривидера. Всякие писюльки больше не летают здесь.
Revelio.
Reparo has saved me more broken glasses than I care to count.
Блин, летают.
Revelio.
Blooming beard. Not again.
Revelio.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it?
Копирует из Гарри Поттера.
No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
А, нифига себе.
How intriguing.
Легкая спираль. Так, стебель медового вишня.
Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Вот это получше будет.
Curious indeed.
Ольха, яблок, ясень. Осина, бук. Черный орешник.
How intriguing. Curious indeed.
Давайте 13-дюймовый.
How intriguing.
Такая твердая, прочная. Вот не гибкая. Так, перо феникс служит сердечнику для палочки из звезд Потому что способен вызвать широкий спектр магии. Так, стабильная магия. Давайте Феникса.
Ah, Phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Ага, вот теперь я могу, да? Так, фильм пассивно такая. Так, инвентарь. О, шишка. Ха. Нафига ими швыряться? Хочу с вами поговорить никогда больше. Все. Что мне там следующий надо?
Revelio.
Ага, вот.
Accio. Revelio.
Угу.
An inquiring mind.
Revelio.
Ух ты, тайник.
Revelio.
Так, снаряжение. Угу.
Accio. Revelio. Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Так, магическая школа.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Варенье. Так, следующее мне надо.
Revelio.
cast successfully if you don't foresee it happening.
And on it?
Да. А земля-то вообще не прогружается.
Revelio.
I used to help out with the cleaning. You can come to almost anything we need,
Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Reparo. Accio. Lumos.
Угу. В таком большом месте найди-ка вот это место.
Revelio. Lumos.
А нет, смотрите. Нашел.
Revelio.
А, тут плыть можно даже. Ага, только нельзя забираться.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio.
Ну вот, аккуратненько все стал.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Если так смотреть, каждую бегать, искать по городу. Какая муть.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
где-то наверху бинкает.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Очень много взаимодействий. Очень.
Accio. Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Accio.
I told you not to go down that path.
Revelio.
Miss Peck from Brood and Peck said a customer lost a diricle around here. You might as well watch if you...
21 из 55. Охренеть. Какой уровень? 11. Ну, это можно сейчас надеть даже. Десять из 25 в Хогвартсе. Уже 25 надо набрать. Это чё? Ну, кстати, можно надеть. Визуально, чтобы было.
Never a dull moment when I go home.
Revelio.
welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Revelio.
Ну, вроде больше не пикает ничего.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory. Or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Нифига у тебя стоимости. Не, вот я не продам. Так, сейчас мне надо идти. Так, а куда мне надо идти? Это волшебная брюква. А, он вообще рядом оказывается.
Revelio.
Вот полух где-то.
Revelio. Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of dittany seeds? Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Ну вот, теперь можем возвращаться.
Revelio.
Ага, вот она. Что, внутри, что ли?
Revelio. Revelio.
Бочки с сливочным пивом.
Revelio.
Блин.
Huh?
Надо вниз спуститься.
Revelio. Revelio.
Взаимодействие здесь дофига. Просто.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Мгм.
Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
Это там где-то он.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ну, как я уже сказал, находить все вот это не так уж и сложно. Тут очень много замки стоят. О, книжка летает.
Accio.
Еще одна книга, что ли, летает. Нет, не
Revelio.
книга. Так, снаряжение. А, прикольные двойные перчатки. Как клоун.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Это что такое? Оп, тролль. А, вот второй. Я даже среагирую.
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually. Accio. Reparo. What was that? A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done. Crescendo. Look out. Levioso.
О, во как, да?
That's right, you lumbering lout. He's faltering. A few more hits should do the job.
Ох ты. Это что за магия такая у него?
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Reparo. A moment, if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Reparo.
Ну давай.
Lucky they didn't do more damage. Reparo.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Ну, вообще. Ну, давайте возьмем символическое такое. Так. А, у меня тут даже мощнее есть. М.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Ну, думаю, на этом сегодня серию закончим. Время уже позднее. Такой насыщенный, интересная такая серия вышла. Вот, спасибо, что со мной были. С вами был Килл. Подписывайтесь, ставим лайки, пишем в комментарии. И всем пока-пока.